Very good morning to everyone. Well, our world is still spinning around. I hope we are clasped on tight. It's all going to be good. Know that we already have the tube of light, and Lord Gautama Buddha has sealed everyone's aura. So we are safe here. So let's bring Mother and Father down inside our hearts. And once again, take a few moments to allow that energy to expand out and around you. All right. I am a soul. I am a light divine. I am love. I am will. I am fixed design. And I hope that now every time we start to say that, you're being able to feel it more. So let's say it again to let yourself have that experience of each word. I am a soul. I am a light divine. I am love. I am will. I am fixed design. Very good. Well, today's channeling day, and they were mowing out right here, so I was going to say, no, we're not going to do that, but I hear it stopped. And in that moment, a familiar voice came to me that he would like to come to you, and his name is Jeremiah. I don't even know if any of you will know who Jeremiah is. For me, which is why it took me a few minutes, he's a very personal part of my growth and development. It's very, very wise. So maybe you're asking what I asked. Why do you want to come speak here? And there may be some of you who, not already having someone like this in your life, may want to talk to him about coming and helping you. He assures me he has more than enough time for all of us. And so we'll see what he says. I have no idea. That's the midst of our conversation. And it's probably true. I don't really call on him as much as before. So if you have the opportunity, I would say yes, 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 yes. Because when there are those moments, what of this and then what of that, he takes an answer and gives it without choosing. It's very fascinating how the developed wisdom gives you another option. So let me say hello to everyone here. I'm so grateful that you come. And before I forget, Saturday at 11, and the date is February 8th. At 11, I'm going to do a special thing to guide everyone into their soul temple. It'll have a cost of $35. I will see if Doug has time to put it up tonight, but I will at least put words up. And because he'll know how to get the money thing up. So it'll probably be an hour, 15 minutes. But then again, it's another thing you have to reach to, because I don't want to reveal all that you discern and develop. Everyone could be different. No, our soul temples do not look alike. They're all unique and different. And well, this is something you're going to be able to see. How does your soul really function? And when you become a part of it, I will say, and I've been permission to tell you, there is a place where there is a book of life for you. Not of everyone's, but of yours. And I believe it may be the past, and that's saying yes. So sometimes we can glean so much from where we've been and what we've done in the past. All right. So you want to message Dr. Tim. Tim is easy. Dr. TM is more challenging. All right. I'll see when we get through what we're going to do now. And maybe Jeremiah is the one to bring you the answer. I do not know. So welcome to Cavell and Anik and Marvy and Barbara Ward, Carol Swisher, Sheila Journey, Paul, Dr. TM, and Lauren. All right. I'm going to give you a visual. He's asking me to share. This is the visual he originally gave me. See him on a peak of a mountain next to a rock. And he does have a staff. And he's of that era of time of Moses and all those powerful people. And he has a white hair and the white beard. Well, you might say, well, he looks a little bit like Moses, and there's similarities, but he is not Moses. He is Jeremiah. I heard it many times. But he has a great insight. So I'm just going to surrender and call him in, and let's see what he has to bring to all of you. All right. I welcome Jeremiah. Good morning. If you could but only see the vision I see through my eyes, of lights, of those not so light, of distortion, of brilliance. For you have the capacity, you walk around and you're not really awake to whom you are and how you look to the higher person. I would say maybe less than half of you are rooted into Mother, which Mother is a great find if you can find your way down deep into the earth and let her supply you with that loving energy to support not only your physical body, but your higher light body. Yes. So now let me look at the hearts I have before me. I see 1, 2, 4 whose heart is out about 12 inches around, sending out love. I always would say to TheoSophia, there's too much in the life, pulling who you are in too many directions. So here I say once again to all of you, way too much in your life, pulling you in way too many directions. So, where are you going? What is it you desire? Is this a pastime? Is this a hobby? Is this about the development of who you are into a being of light? These are choices you must make. These are choices that are sitting at the feet of who you are. Yes, TheoSophia's love is profound and pure. This too can be true for you, but it's dependent on the willingness of how deep do you want to look within yourself, how deep you want to really perceive the world and how it is, and discover what you don't like about you. The baggage many of you I see carry aren't willing to put the words into the consciousness of what you don't really like about you. One word, I will say, is lazy. For if you take that word and begin to embrace it and work with it, you would transform this. You all have the ability to transform who is sitting before me today. It is up to you. I hear someone ask me, do I help with that? Well, I don't do it for you. I help you perceive it and then say, it's time to figure it out. I am that type of teacher. I take no, oh, thank you, at the end. For I simply provide insights. I simply speak of whether it's your right foot or your left foot that moves forward first, or if neither do. You must take on the experiences as a challenge, which I have found over my years is more enjoyed by being like yourself versus just being told what to do. It is an abstract way of receiving the information that you all need and don't know how to arrive at it. So, let me see. Heart-wise, I already spoke to, but let's talk about the truth. How much love do you hold? So I simply need to go to the love of yourself in this moment. Yes, you can all attempt. I caught you first, though. I already saw what I wanted to see. There can always be more. How you love yourself is how you truly love God. For it is in your heart He dwells. And you can't see beyond the love you hold for yourself. So as you work and evolve, and that grows, you will understand on a deeper level the energy of God and all His helpers, shall I say? Yes. Someone wishes to know who my teacher was. It is not information to give out. For if you doubt who I am, then don't ask me to come work with you. For you will learn that masters are very short and to the process of the word, not to gates. So, let me see if I hear another question from someone. So someone's asking me how long I would be with them. And my response would be that that's up to you. For instance, TheoSophia is who she is and has not asked me to leave. Has not asked me to release myself from being her tutelage. So it is all dependent upon you and what you desire. And yes, what a good question to ask yourself. Do you desire yet another person other than TheoSophia, who you come here to listen to work with? That is certainly up to you. I am not her and she is not me. Let's be very clear. She is one in a gazillion. Anything else from anyone? I do not have a sleeping time. I'm always awake. And if you understand the word that you are wishing to attain of awakeness, you will understand. You are always awake. There is no need for rest, for it is the parts who are in healing and developing and discovering and desiring that need rest. Why? Because the doing of all that creates stress. And my goal is to help individuals come to a point where there is no such thing as stress. There is life. So, I understand I'm an unusual ask. I am grateful to TheoSophia for allowing my words to come through so that you may hear me, and I will be on my leave. Many blessings. Comments, thoughts? I gotta get down low enough to see if someone wrote. Dr. TM loved it. Okay. Or let's say him, Jeremiah. Yes, he is the example of being and other than doing. You are exactly right. Very good. So, how is everyone today? I just looked up and saw your name. That's like crazy, Sheila. Thank you. You're welcome. It is. And what I've personally found, they all have a different perception, which is the gift in each of them. And I'm not going to go into all the unique things I've asked. And he has always brought me into a state of peace about whatever I ask. Oh, there, Lauren. Lauren gives you gratitude, Jeremiah. And the image has always been the same. He stands near the rock with the wind blowing through his hair. It's powerful. So let me see if anyone else after his stage is going to come. You can see that I don't spend my time on a lot of flashy people. More, I channel those who are with me on my journey. 14 degrees. I've heard some people be at 2. We're warm here today. Let me see. I've been able to go out for 2 days without a jacket. $71. You can all be jealous now because it's probably just going to go up. It was horrible. It felt like we were tied into a house. Well, enjoy finding the correct washing machine. Yes. Do you have a specific question today, Cavell, after your message? Or if I'm intruding, just say no. I just thought maybe that you did. Let me go down because I have to look all the way at the bottom to see if you answer. Yes, he was very loving. That if that's really, we're all attempting to become all that love. And he does. And no matter what you ask, he still loves you. And you don't have to even ask him about that. He just does. So we'll see if I hear the name Jeremiah again from any of you. Nothing, Cavell. All right. And Dr. TM is saying he is the resurrection. Yes, I would say so. Yes, I'm grateful every day. So let me go back to Dr. TM's question here for a moment. I hope everyone's okay with that. I'm in Las Vegas. Mother-in-law passed away, and any guidance and clarity and with the next phase of your life, I would say, as you're off for work for 2 years. Well, let's remember, I never sit here and say I'm a psychic or a medium, but I will reach to the higher experience. First, I will say to you, your mother-in-law is fine. She has found others have met her as she entered there and need not to have concern for her. So let me look at you. So you must ask yourself for the next 2 years, what is it that you want to do? Do you want to change your profession, deepen it, have it become something even more? I do see books around you, but also some enlivened meditation. Do you have a certain meditation you do now? Let me stick it down here so I can see your answer. No. Okay. Well, I'm a master teacher from Master Babaji, which is powerful. You use the vial of flame, Saint Germain, that's very good. But what you need to have in this period of time is somewhere where it's going to help clear more of whatever's still inside so you can have even a greater clarity in your perception. And this is it's a transcendental meditation. It's not TM, it's something different. But it's from Babaji. There are 7 different mantras. The first one is the heart mantra. And for any of you who want to say to me, yes, it's twice a day, 20 minutes twice a day, that, oh, I already know how to love. Well, let me just say to you, of the 50 of us that were in the room, my husband and I met each other that day and fell in love. It's a different love. It's a love that's a God's love, I guess you could say. And the more you do it, the more it develops and runs within you. So, yes. So anyway, I'm going to be giving a date out for that to initiate people to. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it in a group or individual. Most likely, I got right there. It's going to be an individual, and then maybe come together on the Sunday. Do it on a Saturday, and on a Sunday, usually we would always have a group meditate together and talk about things that are coming up. So that's probably what's going to happen. It's going to be $200, but It's something that you will have all your life. Like we've had ours for 30 years, and it's been amazing the level of where we've come and how we feel about love. Let me see here what Barbara said. Yes, people fill up their life doing, and we forget there's a process. And maybe the heart mantra is what helps get you to find that is to be. We went to Thailand to get initiated for a month. We had to start meditating at 12:30 after midnight and meditate all day until 4 o'clock. 30-minute meditations, and then you take and write down what you experienced. Usually it was just thoughts, because it's all about thoughts. You need to get the thoughts out. And that's where you find the true love, the experience, the truth. But yeah, what we did do was 3 months. So it's a part of my clarity. There's no denying it. So, yes. So, I'm going to have our original flyer and all put up so you can see the additional things it brings to you, and we'll see what happens. My husband and I, after we came home, went around the United States offering Babaji seeds and did it for a number of years. There's 7 altogether, and we've given out 7 to a lot of people. And some people's lives changed. They picked up, gave up what they were doing, and went somewhere else and did something else. Because you don't realize how many people are doing something and they're not feeling fully into it. That you really want more or have the capacity for more. Okay. Barbara Ward says, we were taught the importance of always be doing, emphasis on not being lazy. So the concept of being is difficult. I agree. But when you're being the light, that's not lazy. You'll have to clear out some of all that stuff to be able to understand and see the truth. But I understand what you're saying. And Dr. TM says he's been practicing Course in Miracles with Jesus for years now. And my experience with the Course in Miracles, you probably got it now. And it's time for something else.
Jessica Baker.
I thought I had that off. It's probably time for you to envelop around something else. Okay. And who was it that asked about Saint Germain yesterday? Was that you, Dr. TM, or was that Paul? Paul's here today, isn't he? Well, welcome, Heather Houston. Thank you for joining us. We're having a conversation. Wait a minute. So it was you, Paul, we were talking about at her son's various texts. You want to go to Germain Press, Saint Germain Press, and it'll have everything about Saint Germain's books, pictures, sonnets, anything that are on there. I asked, there's Jenny. Yes, you're the one who had done it. Yes, and I asked my husband where you could all find it all, and he said Saint Germain Press. It's a site that has everything. So I just wanted to make sure I remembered to let you know. Yes, it is. It's phenomenal. I asked him, and I don't think he appreciated it. I asked him if he's read them all, and he said, no, not yet. I can tell you the one I know that he reads the most is number 3. And St. Germain Press. That's it. Okay. So whoever wants to go down that route, Doug is a master. So I'm trying to convince him that we should have a St. Germain day or once a week. So he can talk to you about, because we've been at Shasta for 2 months for a whole lot of years. And we went up to the meadow where St. Germain met the black leopard. And there was a time when Doug came back with leopard eyes. So he has a great gift, and he's all about it. He's just about all that as I am about all of mine. So you would love that. So I'll suggest it to him again tonight. And I think it would be powerful for you to be able to speak to a person who's had that close. St. Germain was at our wedding, him and Merlin. We could see them. So, yeah. It does. It's bringing tears in my eyes. So I will let you know next Monday what that decision is. Okay. So let's see. Paul. So Dr. TM. Let me just see. I got messed up here. I think Douglas has stressed the I am discourses from St. Germain. I don't know. He doesn't talk that much. Maybe he did in the beginning when I was on. To remind, she says Jeremiah was a prophet sent by God to remind, I don't see the rest. Well, the discourses are those who, if you read them once, it's not enough. You have to have them become you. Yes, the I am teachings, yes. All right. So let me see what Dr. Oh, you were at the funeral home. I see. All right. There's a question I'm not answering from someone. Just ask me again. That's wonderful. And were you just letting your mind? I mean, it depends on how you're meditating, because I did learn a lot about meditation. Like I said, there's 40 different kinds. And you can spend an hour and yet not achieve that much, depending on how you're working with it and what it's doing for you. So, but that's wonderful. I'm never going to say it's not. But this technique I'm offering, if you do 20 minutes, you'll feel the difference. And it begins to have you change because negative thoughts, negative patternings inside are leaving. I'm not sure I know what that means, Sheila. Is that through your vision? I see. Thank you, Cavell. She's saying he was brought to remind the Israelites to be kind. Well, he does a little bit more than that now. All right. It's trying to feel sensations of the body. Well, I work through feeling and sensation. And so much so now I don't have to touch anyone. I can feel. So this is powerful. Very powerful. It is where the world is moving. Yes. Yes. And receiving the impressions of it. Very good. So, Doctor, so I guess you didn't ask me a question up here. I just misperceived something. And thank you, Tierney, for mentioning again that you've studied some of the teachings, or maybe all of them, I don't know. You're very, very welcome. I would say at this moment, I do not remember it, but I remember that it was powerful. Your question, it was earlier. Okay, let me go back up again. I see I was at a funeral home, not me. I am creating with it. You mean the Course in Miracles. Yeah. Okay, let me go down the questions. What does I can write it mean? You can write the course, or, you're going to write the question. I don't know. Yes, I agree. Also, the world is moving to a degree of more continuousness. Definitely, energy healing is moving towards the sound and the feeling of the expression, and as it moves. I agree with whoever's or who all ever is saying that. For me, it just became a shift, and I realized I'm not do this, do that, do this. It just is. But it also is a higher person who has released a lot of things, thoughts, that are able to do that without the judgment. Yes. Well, so like if you look up here, Sheila, you said it's trying to feel the sensations of the body, and I want you to suggest you feel this. There's no question. You want to say to yourself, I feel the sensations of the body. See? Well, that's where I brought up the inner work. You might want to get the Babaji. If you don't and haven't had a mantra like that works with you and heals you, that may then be the next thing. Also, to discover what else you may want to learn, there are things other than the Course in Miracles. There's Saint Germain's work. There's DK's work, which is what I now teach to young students. Again, to create a base of how to be. Our world has forgotten to be what Cavell mentioned earlier, kind. Yeah, so we're learning, like he said, to feel life. We feel the energy, we feel the love, and the blessing. So the blessing isn't just a word, it's a blessing. A lot of people say blessing and they don't even have the evolution that you need to have to give that empowerment. But when you do have it and you give a blessing here to every soul, you can feel the shudder of it. I feel the shudder of it moving through all of you. Okay? I would just keep reaching for anything and everything. I don't know if you want to do physical work, but what I have found that any physical work you can bring into the consciousness of the movement of your heart and have it become that way. Like years ago, what was it called? You worked on craniosacral. I can do craniosacral without touching anyone now. That's how the work is changing. So for you, Dr. TM, you want to ask a feeling to come to you, not so much a doing, because it's going to be the heart you're developing that's going to do the healing. But first you must heal the heart. You see? Yeah, heart mantra. Wow, what a powerful day. And thank you, Jeremiah, for getting us going. And you know what you'll understand? I have to go back. Dr. TM, it'll be where there's never going to be a definite answer. For it isn't for me to be that person who tells you where to go, what to do. I can suggest. But they're too precious of a thing for you to give yourself as a gift. And if anyone else can understand and be there, because I can't make it happen for you. But I can see the bright light you are, and there's so many avenues of adventure for you to go down. And as you go, hold that light in your heart and watch it grow. That's, I think, where you are. Yes. I'm agreeing with you, Tiani. And Saint Germain, that third book tells you how to reuse your mind and your thoughts and what you put out into the world. Like how I helped with Sheila. How is it Sheila? Shelley? Sorry, Sheila. Oh, that's right. You don't think of yourself but in only positive ways, because otherwise you're going to make that happen. All right? What a good Wednesday, huh? I have to go because I have a 12 o'clock. So come back on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week. And I think I have... Oh, I'm doing something on Saturday, February 8th. I'm going to take everyone to a journey into their soul temple. Now, you're talking about wanting to find out some things. You're going to see who's there. You're going to see who's not there that you thought always was there. And I'm going to have them have your book of life out of where you've been. So it's going to be 35 hours. I'll be putting it up. It'll be at 11 a.m. on Saturday. So if you happen to not be able to be there on Saturday and you want it, you pay me, and I'll make sure you get the video. So with all we've been doing lately, I thought that you would all love that. then you can go whenever you need to, and whatever you need will be there and meet you at the Soul Temple. All right? Busy hour, huh? So I'm going to look forward to it. I got to get done to get it up tonight so you can choose it. It's not up yet. This is hot off the press. So hopefully it'll be on my community page by maybe 7 tonight. All right, is that good enough? But I send so many blessings to all of you, and gratitude to Jeremiah for coming and sharing. See, it all makes me cry, and grateful for the opportunity to get to know all of you and help your hearts find a deeper expression and explosion of God inside. Many blessings. See you Saturday. I will have that up tonight. All right. Bye-bye.